Alrighty. Looks good, players. So, yep, the perfect seed is entered for both players. So I'll get you guys counted down without further ado here for game number 1 of this Losers Round 1 match in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Very excited to see Catvinity in action here. I don't think I've ever seen Catvinity play. And always excited, especially with the potential of going up against them this very next match here, in my bracket at least. Gotta scope out the competition a little bit. Let me pull up the profiles of the players here. Doesn't look... I think I might have entered in the wrong thing for Kurdi, but looks like Catvinity is a 944k. Don't know if they're DAS or TAP, but very impressive score regardless. They're out of somewhere, and Kurdi, on the other hand, I don't remember his PB. I can't be bothered to get the bot to work. I'm gonna just commentate the Tetris instead of being like an actual restreamer and introducing the players here. We got two fun players on our hands today, I'll just say that much. Kurdi currently in the lead here in the 20 lines at 37,000. Catvinity is doing some burning up high at 23,000. Kurdi's board is lower, but is a little dirtier as Catvinity gets a Tetris, and as Kurdi hangs a bar. This is looking a little bit dangerous for Kurdi, especially as he hangs a T on the left-hand side there. He's going to have some DAS charged up in order to get something over there. Nice tuck of the square. Can't really put that other square anywhere that's good. Oh, this square burst for Kurdi is going to take him out at 47,000. That was just... It was just square, different piece, square, different piece, over and over again. A bummer way to go out for Kurdi here, but that'll give Catvinity game number 1, and at least that means Kurdi will have level select for this next game. Kurdi typing his PB in the chat, 367,000. Level PB 22, pretty high. So definitely a bit of a one-sided match here for Catvinity, but I've seen crazier matchups going in favor of the lower player, so you never know what can happen here. Kurdi opting for the level 15 start here in game number 2. Catvinity from Sweden, 19 PB, 600k. DAS player, DAS the best, always. Oh geez, I just realized we're like almost like the exact same. Oh yeah, increment the first two digits, so it would be 5F. Well, it seems that I don't have to introduce the players here, as they have introduced themselves in the chat here. Let me go ahead and just make sure. Again, correct seed increment. I think you guys are good to go, so I won't be checking from here on out. So I'll get you guys counted down here for game number 2 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. I accidentally pressed the backslash key instead of the enter key. Uh-oh. Catvinity has started on level 5 on accident, so go ahead and top out both players. Increment that seed, and we will go again on this level 5 start. Yeah, I would say probably just best to re-increment here. So you'd be going to 60. Yep, 60. Because you guys have already seen some of the pieces in the game, so it's just fair to increment. That is standard protocol for pretty much every single Tetris game that I've ever played. So I'm just going with that. That is my why. Ooh, almost level 30 off of DAS. DAS playstyle. That's pretty hype. We got the level increment ready for both players here. We're gonna take two of game number 2 here in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Catvinity starting with a beautiful 5 and below. Always my favorite. My favorite adjustment, my favorite opener. Just something so satisfying about putting block under J or L, or whichever one it is. Catvinity pushing down a little more than Kurdi and is going to take the first Tetris as a result. Kurdi with a nice little skim there, going to take a Tetris, but has one more line to burn here. Going to opt to burn it with the T. Very fair play. Get that well open as soon as possible. Catvinity going for a delayed 5 and below. Maybe after hearing how much I liked it, they want to earn some style points in my favor. Just in the event that they play me, they can cash them out and I top out early. Or something like that. Another Tetris from Catvinity to go up to 769. Hey now. Oh, if they push down 1 point there, it would have been 76969. That's not going to be a very friendly L piece there for Catvinity, but it's only going to create a little bit more burning. Not getting a bar. There's the bar. For a Tetris from Catvinity, they're going to take their first burns of the match to go up to 100,000 here. Meanwhile, Kurdi stacking well, a little up high, but at 60,000, is going to hang a Z piece, but it's in a spot where he can get some tucks in and place pieces around it to where no burning is necessary. Kurdi opting to build this double well pretty high and going to take a triple there. Has a bit of a pit of doom on the left-hand side here. Meanwhile, Catvinity is up at the top and hasn't topped out yet, but is burning pretty high. Ooh, Kurdi is getting really high. Gonna take a Tetris, but is gonna need to spend a long time working out of this. And so is Catvinity here, but Kurdi currently barely in the lead with 110. Catvinity at 108, now 109. Not gonna get that J over and is gonna top out at 109, so Kurdi's gonna take this game number 2. Off of what just seemed like an absolutely horrid piece sequence for both players here. Kurdi's the one who comes out on top. So GG's, we'll add 1 to Kurdi's point total here. Hey, you survived that that piece sequence pretty well. Definitely got a little high up there, and it required some pretty impressive survival. So, definitely well-deserved win there. Catvinity choosing level 16? Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I think the higher-ups at CTBW are gonna be... I don't think that level select is allowed. But realistically, it doesn't make much of a difference. Kurdi saying that ain't possible, bruh. Let me consult the rule books. The level options for this tournament are 12, 15, 18, and 19, but 19 is vetoable. Unfortunately, Catvinity is not going to be able to select 17 or 16 here. But I respect the attempt. Hey, I'm not gonna like play by one rule and then bend the other rule. So I'm just gonna stay consistent across the board and say, gotta lock in with these level select. We got a good luck from both players on level 15 here, so I'll get you guys counted down here for game number 3. I almost started counting us down from 23. Thank goodness I fixed that. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. I'm feeling very yapalicious today, so I think my mouth is going to be moving at 1,000,000 miles per second here. Don't top out yet, guys. I am going to... Well, don't top out at all, hopefully. I need to check on wars just to see how far we are into... games here. Catvinity going to be the first to take a Tetris here, up to 19,000. Has a very accentuated double well on the left-hand side, but gets it filled in with some nice pieces. Kurdi going to get a Tetris and another to go up to 38,000 here early. Catvinity setting up for a delayed tuck or spin. Hoping to hold out for the tuck, but has gotten a Tetris off of waiting for it. Yeah, unfortunately, Catvinity is going to have to place a bar in a very not fortunate place for their board. So, very unfortunate that they were trying to hold out for the one piece that would tuck nicely without having to spin, but could not, unfortunately, get that piece in time. Both players now right around the same score. Catvinity barely has the edge at 64,000, Kurdi at 62,000. Catvinity set up for a dirty, or not a dirty Tetris, but a column 7 Tetris. And is going to need to burn to reopen that well. Going to take a triple and a Tetris to change that well back to the appropriate place, which is on the right side of the board. That Tetris did bring Catvinity up to 91,000. Meanwhile, Kurdi is low, but not Tetris ready currently, so at 72,000 here. But it is worth to note that Catvinity is pushing down much more than Kurdi, so is about 5 lines ahead right now. Catvinity gonna fill in a delayed tuck with a J piece, and couldn't unfortunately get a Tetris. Ooh, gonna have to set up a bar dependency, and is instantly filling it with a J piece. So Catvinity not in a scoring position, but not to worry for them because Kurdi isn't either, although Kurdi just has a bit more burning to do until he is able to make it all the way down and start scoring Tetrises. Catvinity burned out of the traffic that they had high up on the board and is now waiting on a Tetris here. And at the halfway point for Catvinity as they bang down another Tetris, they are going to go up to 143,000. Kurdi about 12 lines behind at 102,000, but is unfortunately not in a scoring position just yet. So it's safe to say that Catvinity probably does have the real-time lead, unless Kurdi starts going aggressive here, which it seems like he's doing off of row 3. We'll see if the game's going to bless him with a long bar. It's getting up a little high. Not going to have the dash to get that squiggle over to the left-hand side, so he's going to have to sacrifice a bar. But is going to get a Tetris right after. Catvinity also going to take a Tetris at hey now amount of lines. That's 69 for those not in the know. At 202, Kurdi exactly 10 lines behind at 127, so it is safe to say now that Catvinity does have a definitive lead, but these pieces are not great for Catvinity as they hang something I didn't see. They're up high now, and they're going to need a bar to bail them soon. Takes a nice double, but there's no bar coming. There's no bar for Catvinity at a time they need it the most, and so Catvinity's going to top out here at 206. So Kurdi, you have a chase down where you need 207,000 points. And Kurdi has a lot of runway on the rest of this level 15 to do it, especially if he sets up for Tetrises like these, but might get a little tricky. Don't need to spoil anything, but ooh, looks like it was the start of a drought, but that forced Kurdi to throw some unfavorable pieces over to the right-hand side. He's now going to be stuck burning, but did get a Tetris to decrease that gap that they need to take the chase down. Is at 173. Just remember your target is 207. And not really that many good places on his board for that Z piece, and is gonna start to get punished for it as he's holding out for a bar, but isn't gonna be able to have Das in time to get that bar over to the right. Oh no. Unfortunate finish for Kurdi. That Z was devastating. Oh, you hate to see it if you're Kurdi, but if you're Catvinity, you love to see it because that means you're going to match point. Although it's these situations where you always got to feel for your competitor a little bit. That was just a dastardly Z piece. I haven't gotten pinged about the next Wars session. Catvinity is confirming that they do hate to see it. That's what I'm saying. No, I'm not actually saying that. I'm a caster. I have no bias. Kurdi opting to stay on level 15 here. So we'll see if Kurdi's going to be able to strike back, bring this game to a decider, or if Catvinity's going to take this in 4 games. I'm just waiting on a ready from Catvinity's side of the board. And once I see that ready on Catvinity's side, I will count you guys down. My PB is 953, so we are pretty much at the same level. We got it ready from Catvinity, so without further ado, I'll get you guys counted down for game number 4 here in 4, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. It will be a very close match indeed if you do advance Catvinity, but you can't get ahead of yourself, of course. I mean, you weren't really, but a little bit of lag on Catvinity's side, but nothing to worry about. But yes, it will be about as even as it gets in terms of PB if you do end up facing me in the next round. But also, it's always a treat to play against Kurdi, so I wouldn't mind either outcome. I have to remain impartial here, guys. I'm the commentator. Kurdi's going to take the first Tetris of the game to go up to 21,000. Catvinity's going to strike back with one of their own to go up to 20,000. And Catvinity's going to get another, but has a bit of a staircase, and it's going to get S-bursted there just a little bit. Kurdi was setting up a little bit for a delayed tuck as they really didn't have a better place to put that S piece and is unfortunately going to have to do a bit of burning to get out of it, but finds the correct burn sequence here to get out of it with very minimal burns. And both players were, if it weren't for pushdown points, we're going to be tied there for a second at around 62,000. But Catvinity's going to take a Tetris to go up to 81,000. Kurdi also going to get a Tetris with that same bar, I'm assuming, to go up to 82,000. Catvinity the first to go into 100,000 here with another Tetris. Setting up for a delayed tuck that's really only fillable by a J piece here. Oh, but is going to convert it into a dirty center wall Tetris. And is going to get it. And is going to be able to find that one burn solution. So Catvinity is now back into a scoring position where they don't have to worry too much about burning. Meanwhile, Kurdi is only about a Tetris behind here. It is Catvinity at 123 to Kurdi's 104. Kurdi not in a scoring position. Meanwhile, Catvinity is in a scoring position and bangs down another Tetris. Gonna set up for the 5 and below again. Oh, I love it. Gets it filled, of course, because, you know, the pieces always come for the 5 and below, is what I always think in my heart of hearts. Catvinity has opened up this lead to about 70,000 points here, but is two Tetris's worth of lines in the future here. And now is going to take another Tetris to go up even more. Kurdi going to get a triple to hopefully bring this board down a little bit more at 116 right now. Catvinity at 202 with a Tetris to go to 221. Ooh. I didn't see what happened on Catvinity's side, but it looked like potential misdrop or just not enough of an accommodating board to put a piece down, so he's going to have to burn a little bit. Kurdi sets up a dirty center wall Tetris and gets it. He's got to try and keep things as close as possible because, again, this is match point for Catvinity. So Kurdi's either going to want to try and survive for as long as possible, but against a player who has the 19 capabilities of Catvinity, might just want to try and put on these points as much as possible, even in these less advantageous positions. And Catvinity has opted to go for the column 6 center well. That's my least favorite way to play Modern, is with a column 5 or column 6, because I feel like maintaining a 5 wide and 4 wide stack at the same time is very unwieldy. And speaking of unwieldy, some misdrops from Catvinity will compound to make a bit of burning up top, but is getting some nice pieces to burn out of it. And with that T, the well's back open again, just waiting on a bar. Meanwhile, Kurdi has been keeping the board low, but not necessarily has been scoring. Currently at 157 to Catvinity's 309. But again, Catvinity is about 12 lines in the future here. So in the event that Catvinity tops out, Kurdi will be in the advantageous position where he'll know at least a little bit ahead in the piece sequence. Or at least can glean some of that information based off of Catvinity's top out. Kurdi setting up dirty for a Tetris here, and is going to get the column 2 Tetris to go up to 181,000. Catvinity is 3 burns away from entering level 16, but is up very high. We'll see if they get the right pieces to burn out of this in time, and is going to go into level 16 with a single at 317. Kurdi, meanwhile, has 8 lines to go at 186, so is behind by quite a bit, but Catvinity is starting to spiral a little bit here. Is going to maybe overshift that S piece, and is going to hang a J on the right, and is going to top out at 321. So Kurdi, you have a chase down of 321,000 after Catvinity got up super high on their board. Kurdi looking to get a dirty Tetris, and gets the dirty column 7 Tetris here to go up to 208,000, but is into level 16 with a very high left side. Gonna need some perfect dash to get a piece over there. Didn't look to have it on that last bar, but has it on that bar. It's gonna be a phantom burn, though. Ooh, this is getting dicey for Kurdi. Gets that T over, gonna misshift the J, and I'm not sure what else Kurdi can do here. Gonna maybe get that square over for another burn. Can he get the square over? No, he can't get the square over to the left, and Kurdi's going to top out here at 213. Catvinity saying they set up 4, 5, and belows that match, and you have officially won my heart, good sir. That is my favorite adjustment by far. But despite Kurdi going down 1-3, he kept it quite competitive throughout this series. It will be Catvinity who takes the set, though, and moves on to face yours truly, Blingus, in the next round. Again, always fun to restream matches, especially with Kurdi playing, because you never know what's in store for you. What's up, Kurdi? If there's anything that Kurdi can do is play very consistent for his PB level. Hoping to not get cooked alive by Kurdi with whatever he says next. Maybe? Who knows for sure? I appreciate... oh my goodness, the bubble in my throat as soon as I was going to say something sincere. I really appreciate everything you've done for Classic Tetris Biweekly, and although the reins have been passed off for this and that for most of its existence, having it sort of be a continuation of your idea and seeing how far CTBW has come has been pretty amazing. So I'm excited to see both of you guys around here in the future. Very fun to play in CTBW. And yeah, I think that's about it. I will go ahead and raid Tetris Wars.